start installing those two panels I've been telling you about on the back of the van. Still not sure that's a great idea. I'm going to have to get a cover for them because, like I said, I don't know. It's not as stealth, but like I said, stealth is really only important at night, but I would still like to have a cover over those when I'm not using them. Of course, during the day, you probably need to always be out because at least you'll get some trickle of a charge even on a moderately cloudy day. In any case, so I bought some things here. I bought these Renogy tools. I bought two of them. I've already opened up one, and I've already used it to remove the clip on the single 50-watt panel. Once again, I don't think I clarified it. I have 500 watts going into my main battery, but I have an auxiliary battery, so I decided to use it. 50-watt solar panel is not enough. It does not generate enough power to keep that charged consistently. So I want to add two more panels, but I'm adding them almost vertically in the back, so I'm not sure it's going to have a positive effect. It will give me more solar power, no doubt about that. We'll just see how much more. In any case, so I bought this little toolkit, and I bought these, but these have a larger gap than the Renogy ones here to some degree. So I use the Renogy ones to remove the tools so they fit, and I can get in there and unclip those push-on connectors. So I've got that. Over here I told you about the Eternabond. I've got some 3 or 4 inch. Anyway, I have some very thick. It's got to be 3 inches. Eternabond tape in the car, but it's too large, and you don't need to make mistakes with Eternabond because it is very unforgiving. I did make a mistake trying to do something yesterday, and it took me forever to scrape that tape off my panel without damaging the panel, so that was a mistake to begin with. These cables are going to allow me to split, and I also bought these, and so it will be split twice because I've got two existing. I got one existing panel, and I'm adding 2, so I'm going to need 3 plugs. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have to do. Well, I know I'm going to have to do this and split it 3. I've also got some 3 split cable on the way. I'm just deciding whether I'm going to wait for that or just return that and use these. I'll just see how this is going to work. In any case, I've got that. This is a roller for the Eternabond. If you're putting it on the surface, I just bought that because it wasn't much, and I might be able to use it to make it a little bit less I guess we call it Beverly Hillbillies, or a little bit neater, let's say. In any case, that's where I am now. This is the other one over here. So I'd have to put the splitter on both sides of that, the male and female, so I can get it 3-way instead of 2-way. I'm gonna put this on this to make it 3-way instead of 2-way. And I could actually put this first and then put this on it and make it that. That might be the wisest way to go. I have to think about that. In any case, there's a lot of geometry to this setup, and like I said, there's no indication that this thing is going to be nothing more or less than a screw up. I don't see it not working. It just might not be worth the effort, but till you make the effort, you don't know if it's worth the effort sometime. All right, I think I've got it. Now what I'm going to do, since Eternabond is such an unforgiving tape, I'm going to get some gaffer's tape, and I'm going to use it to place the panels up first, and then when I get it up, then I'm going to apply the Eternabond very carefully, because if you screw up, it is you know what to get that off. The place you go when it's hot. Hell, in other words. So I'm just, that's where I've got right now, so I'm going to be working on that today. So I'm probably just going to add it to this video if there's nothing catastrophic. So I will talk to you later. Hey guys, it took me, and ladies, it took me about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 10 to 15. Let's go 10 to 15 minutes to get these up. Basically, I've got this Eternabond tape around all of the edges here, and I decided to move the cable to the inside which is going to be inconvenient because I'm going to have to run cables around here in order to make sure I can open the door successfully. But I didn't want to put them here on the outside chance. So I put them here. There's a chance the door might smash them. Probably wasn't a worry I needed to have, but I decided to do it anyway. So this is what I've got right now. So I've got another 100 watts of power on the back of my van. I haven't hooked them up yet. I used my Renogy cables and I unplugged the existing 50 watt panel that I have right here in front of the Max fan. So that's what I'll be doing next. I will be working on wiring. So I'm going to do one of the cable. I only have extended cables long enough to do one side here, probably this side, and then once I get that in place, I'll worry about the other side later. But I will be able to get a little sun and see if this does increment my my power a bit. All right. Did this very quickly, and you can see how tacky it is because I'm not using this panel at all yet, so this will be the cable is over it. I am using this panel as a test because there's really no use in attaching anything unless you've got a test run. And so I have an auxiliary battery in there, and it was getting about 15 watts or whatever the measurement it was using. It went up to 33 watts when I got this new panel. That's in addition to this panel that's already up here. So now it's got at least 100 watt panel value going in there, even though because these are not on top of the van and not adjustable, they're never going to get where a adjustable or even one on the top is going to give the same amount of power. But right now with the sun over here and basically in this position, it works real well. So I'm getting, you know, double what I would have gotten with just a single panel on top at this minute. But like I say, it's all according to where the sun is. Hopefully these two panels will, even if they get little sun, will together match the 50 watt panel on top, and then I will get at least 100 watts panel value out of these. So basically that's what I've got. Now I've got to reroute these cables because I can't get in these doors conveniently. I can get in enough to reach my tools if I need to, but I want to route an extension cable around here and around there. I got my Renogy tool. I'll unhook these later and do all the fancy stuff, but the initial thing is to get it working. It works fine. I don't imagine doing much with this because pretty much it's right where it needs to be. And that turnabout tape does not come off. I have done it a million times, and you see up here, this has been up here for years. It's heck to cut it loose to actually get anything done to reroute. So things are going pretty well. So I'll be back and I will show this as I reroute it or when I reroute it. So this is an idea. If you've got, I've got the whole back blocked off with a little partition, so I'm not using these windows anyway, so why not put panels on them?